So everyone is talking about developing apps, developing websites, but no one knows what happens in the backend, in the background. Everyone says, "Okay, let's create application," but how does it work? How does the website work? What are the requirements? What do you need for developing the website and the application? So I will address all the technical details today, and we will go through a demonstration of one of the greatest websites to an easiest websites to create a website so you can launch it for your business. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed Yusuf, also known as Ahmed Gerashi, Ahmed Dev. I am a development manager at Bytech Solutions and Spring Ring. I'm also co-organizer on GDG Manama. I'm representing both today. And I also do consultations, technical consultations with Majra, with different startups. I am also an ethical hacker. So I have the CH, ethical, شرطين تحت ethical. I do security. I focus a lot on security and how you can protect your website, application, digital solution, and whatsoever. So let's get started. For your website, you just need two things. That's all. You need a domain name and you need a server. So on the left is the domain name, on the right is the server. People ask me, what is a server? Because we hear about servers every day. Snapchat server, Twitter server. What is a server? So a server is basically a computer, a supercomputer that has, let's say if your machine has 4 GB RAM, this has 4 tera RAM. If your machine has, let's say, 60 GB hard disk or 100 GB hard disk, this has 100 terabytes of hard disk. So it's basically a supercomputer and a fast computer that it can host a lot of sites and people access it and get the content from it. Usually you need, for your business, you need a website, you need an application, and you need a server. But whenever you say a server, by default, people know that you need a database. What is a database? A database is, it's like an Excel sheet, but it's more advanced, it's more complicated. But consider this, and keep in mind that a database is just a set of data stored somewhere on a server. So it has the details of the people, the usernames, passwords, all the data. It's all stored in a database. So what's next? So we just had a recap of database and servers. What do I need? I'm not a technical person. I have a business and I want to start something. What do I do? First, you need to choose a domain name. What is a domain name? It's basically the name that you need people to access and your website through. So for example, let's say google.com. It's an easy, simple, well-known domain that you enter and it goes to the hosting. It goes to the server. So it's like an address. It needs to be short and simple. So for example, google.com. Bahrain.bh. It's very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Easy to remember. So, for example, talabat.com. That's it. Bahrain.bh, stc.bh. It's a very simple and easy to remember, and it represents your business. Proper extension means the .com, the ending, .com, .net, .org, .gov, and .I, and there are a lot of them. So if you want the global ones, you have .com, .net, and .org. If you have something that's local, you can go to, for example, .bh. you can get it from Batilco, and they will provide you the .bh domain. .com and the other global ones, you can find them easily. It's as cheap as $9 almost. It's very easy to remember, very easy to access, and you need it, and you will get it as cheap as $9. You can go to any domain website and you purchase that, and you pay annually. So whenever you buy a domain, it's not buying forever. It's not one-time purchase. It's you buy it and you rent it basically. So every year you need to pay that $9. Sometimes the domain names go to up to $100 and $200, but those are the unique ones. Second is choosing the platform. So we talked about the hosting, we talked about the domain, but the hosting and the server, it doesn't need to be too technical. There are two ways you can go for. The first way is going too technical and taking your own hosting, the server. The server as well, you're renting it from any provider. Then you get the domain and you link them together. But there are easy ways. So this is the first approach. The second approach is basically getting or renting or purchasing a platform. For example, you have WordPress. It's one of the most well-known blog sites that's used for blogs and even e-commerce. WordPress is very easy to use, very easy to install plugins and themes. The second is Squarespace. Squarespace is a builder. It's a website builder. So instead of approaching an agency to build for you a custom design and custom things, and that will cost you most probably, you can use a website builder. So WordPress has a website builder as well. Squarespace is a website builder. And the third is Wix. Wix is very easy to use. I will show you in a bit how to set up and do everything by yourself. You don't need a lot of technical knowledge. You can do it by yourself. The fourth one is Shopify. So if you have an e-commerce, let's say your business is about a marketplace or selling and buying stuff, you can go with Shopify. I would rather use these big platforms than building it myself, unless I want to build a customized platform. So let's say the flow of Shopify is not suitable for my business. Then I go and explore, do I have any option in Shopify? Because Shopify has plugins and themes and customizable things and APIs. So can I customize Shopify? If not, I can go with a custom design, an agency that does for me everything. I can go either with an agency or my own team. I can build my own team and they can start working on the customization. So we talked about choosing the domain name, choosing the platform, now choosing a template. Usually you need the agency or the company to build for you a customized colors and customized components in the website. Usually you don't need that, but because you don't have other options, you will go with an agency or a company that does for you all the design and all the pages. You can do it by yourself if you go to, for example, Envato Market, which is ThemeForest. ThemeForest is one of the top marketplaces for buying themes for different platforms. So remember we talked about Shopify and WordPress and the other platforms. You can buy a theme from here and you can just install it with few clicks on the platform itself. Optimizing for search engine is another thing that you need to care about. We will talk about this more in the next sessions, but I'll give you just simple or few things that you need to care about for now. Creating a sitemap, adding a Google Analytics. So creating a sitemap means I need Google to understand that I have different pages in my website. And by the way, search engine optimization is how you show up and how your website shows in the search result. Whenever I type, for example, food delivery, my website's rank and order is the SEO optimization or the SEO. So creating a sitemap means how I'm telling Google and other search engines, and by the way, there are a lot of search engines. There is this Russian search engine. There is Bing that no one uses. There is Yahoo. But we'll focus on Google because I know that in our region, Google is the most used. So create a sitemap how my website is indexed and listed on Google. Adding Google Analytics is for my own, it's for analytics. So I can see who entered these pages and what is the most visited page in my website. Setting up Google Search Console. This is your way to communicate with the search engine. So you tell Google, I want you to index these pages, but ignore these pages, okay? Target keywords means I want these keywords I want to focus on these keywords. So Google, whenever anyone enters it in Google and search for it, I appear on the top results. Who goes to the second and third page in Google? Almost no one, unless you're desperate and you're trying to find as much as possible. But usually people just change the keyword. They don't go to the second and third page because those pages don't matter. So you need to focus on these targeted keywords and make sure your website is about what you're selling. What are people? So the next step is what are people actually asking? So this is what I said by targeting the keywords that people are searching for. So for example, if I know that, for example, these days people are searching more about the COVID-19. Do I have any content in my website about COVID-19? Yes, then I need to promote it more. And by the way, if you play tricks and do bad SEO, Google will blacklist you. Then you have the descriptive titles and descriptions. So I need readable titles that are describing the page that I have. And last thing is page speed, which is how fast people can access my website. So if I click on the website in the search, how fast I can access the page. So if it takes more than 20 seconds, I instantly close it and don't want to bother reading that page because it's too slow. So there's something we'll talk about tomorrow as well about more points and also explaining these points in details. So let's go to Wix. You have Wix here, and it's easy to sign up. You just click on sign up and that's it. You just get in. You can create multiple sites. So let's say I want to create one site. I just click on it. I want it for a business. I have blog, other, whatever I want. So let's go with business. Here I choose my theme. So you have the landing page, the coming soon landing page, business consultation, construction. You have different types of themes. See how many? So this is only the ones built in and provided by Wix. You can just install your own as well. So let's go with the coming soon landing page. I click view. I can view the landing page. So this is how it will show. This is how it will show. Then I say edit this site, or I can click on edit this site on the top. This means I want to use this page now. So with this page, see how easy they make it as a website builder. You can just replace this with our new site is whatever. So I don't need technical skills to edit my website now. So I can go to the bottom. I can replace the set social links. Each link goes to, for example, let's say this one goes to Wix. Then I can edit the second one. I can replace the icon. I can replace the link. Then I can edit the footer. So if I want to make it 2020. So once I'm done editing, I can press publish. Publish will show me, okay, do you want a free Wix design domain, or do you want to connect your own? I'll show you this part later on. Let's go ahead with this now. So Wix already gave me a subdomain. This is a subdomain. So they have a domain, wixsite.com. Whenever they add something as a prefix, so Ahmed Yusuf 18 dot, this means it's a subdomain. Sometimes I don't want to use this, not sometimes, almost every time I don't want to use this domain because it shows that I used Wix. I don't want people to know that I'm using Wix. So I can change that later. So let's save. It's saving on the top. And it's done. So now I can publish and done. This is my website. Now, I didn't need a domain name. I didn't need a hosting, a server. I didn't need anything. I just did it for free. I signed up, created a site, chose a template, edited, and publish. And this is accessible by everyone now. So anyone can access this link and see my page. And that's that easy. I can change anything, anytime, because it instantly shows globally for everyone. So let's say, for example, I want to add more pages. I can try it from here. So add a page, let's say about, and that's it. So now this is my about page. I can add whatever I want. So here I can add, see the components that you have, the variety of components. You have text, image, button, gallery, whatever you want. So here it shows, it's up to your creativity now. How do you want to show the page, and how do you want to represent or showcase your business? Okay. So sometimes you want to have a form that people fill out and just submit it to you. You can do it right away from here, and you have custom styles and designs. Okay. So now let's go back to the settings here. You can see you have error page here, error page 404. It's very important for your customers and for the SEO. So for example, if I enter anything here, /anything, what is the 404 page that shows, which is not found? Because usually you will just remove some of the pages, but they are still indexed or people bookmarked them. So you need the 404 page in your website. The second thing is tracking and analytics. We talked about Google Analytics here. So you can, it needs upgrading, but you can add tracking here. So you can add Google Analytics and Facebook pixels. Then you have SEO. So this shows and it helps you with your SEO score. So it tells you to add these things in your page. Then you need to have 301 redirects if you have. So 301 redirects is basically whenever I go to one page, I redirect them to another page. So that's 301 and 302 redirects. Let's see mobile app. Wix already has a mobile app, so you can keep tracking and edit your website through their mobile app. Domains. This is what I want to talk about now. So domains is basically changing the subdomain here. So instead of Ahmed Yusuf 18, I don't know why 18, but Ahmed Yusuf 18, I wanted ahmedyusuf18.com. So first thing, I can go to buying a domain name. So let's say buy a domain name. And by the way, I always tell people, always Google stuff, because with the keywords you're using, you'll find anything. So two websites that I recommend for buying a domain name, Namecheap and GoDaddy. I know the name is cheesy, but these are the top domain websites to buy domain names. Domain.com is as well as a good website. You can find a lot of providers that can sell you $2 domain name. But it's not about how cheap it is, it's about how many features they are providing. You can buy a domain name directly from here. So let's say I want Ahmed Yusuf 18 search. It's available. I can get it. I need to upgrade, but I can get it. Okay. Most of the times you need info at or no reply or hello at as an email for your business. So you can do it straight forward directly from here. And this is the advantage of a website builder like Wix and Squarespace. Everything is in the same settings page. You don't need to go to another website and do anything else. And they always explain to you the details and describe what you're going to get. So that's all for Wix. Let's go to another website, which is Shopify. I think I'm not losing anyone. Okay. So let's go to Shopify, the last one, and then we'll take some questions if you have any questions. So Shopify provides for you an e-commerce. There is a difference between e-commerce and website. Website is usually, it's informative. So it's just showing details and sometimes interacting with the data. So you have forms, you have some maps and everything. So this is a website. E-commerce is basically products and buying and selling. So it's a commerce platform. So you can see here, I added a product, you can easily add a product here. By the way, I just created a test page for us. So I can easily add a product here. Let's say I want to sell shoes. It's a red shoe. Let's say one shoe. كان ضايع. And then here shoe, add shoe. So this is the type. Vendor, it's Nike. And I add it to a collection. And I can add tags. And I can add images. Then how much is it? Some stores have barcodes, some of them have SKUs. Then you can have here, two are available. Here I can say it's only available for Bahrain. For delivery, this is for delivery, and I can save it. That's it. Let's go to customers. So if you have customers buying things from your website, remember when you do a normal checkout as a user, as a customer, when you do a normal checkout, you add things to the store. Let me add. We need access to it. Just a moment. Let's say yes. Disable. This is the password. Okay. So let's view our product. We have one shoe here. We can preview it. So this is how it shows. I didn't add an image. I can let's steal one. And let's add an image here. So I can drag and drop. I can add, so I can make it a physical or a virtual product. It weighs 1 kg, for example. And if I have different sizes, I can list them here. If I have different colors, I can list them here. So let's say we have red and we have blue and we have orange. So for example, the red one costs 12 and there's two. There are two for red shoes, and we have one each. One of them costs 10, and I can save, and I can preview it. Done. Few years ago, let's say 10 years ago, it wasn't that easy to create a store, an online store, and everything online without a technical person with you. So I'm not saying that you don't need us, but you still need to. Some parts are still technical. For example, if you have a POS, point of sale, and you want to migrate to Shopify, you still need an API and stuff. And Shopify provides a powerful API, by the way. An API is an interface, a program interface that allows you to access the data that you have. Then, so for example, if you want to create an app, if you want to do custom development, you have everything here. So This is the API for developers. So if you are a developer, if you want to integrate Shopify with your app, with your store, with your other websites, you can do them. You can do it from here. So the regular way of and the normal process of the checkout is buy it now. You enter your checkout details, your user details, and you buy it. And you go for payment and you buy it. And that's how easy it is here. So you can enter, as an admin, I enter the details of the product. Then people will buy. So I can see the customer details here. And I can integrate the payments from here. I have payment integration. I can, let's go. So you can do PayPal. You have a credit card rates. You have alternative payment methods. You want, so my Fatura, Coinbase, which is the cryptocurrency, and you have BitPay as well. So you can enable them. You can integrate Tap. You can integrate a lot of. See here, you can create your custom payment method. So you have, if any of the payment gateways like Benefit and Credimax and Tap do not provide anything for Shopify, you can do it yourself. Your technical team can provide it yourself for you. And the last thing is the domain. So if I want to change this domain, I want to buy another domain, it's as easy as in few clicks I can buy the domain. I can see analytics. The good thing about Shopify is their marketplace, their apps. So you can integrate a lot of apps in your store. So if you don't find something, you don't need to develop it yourself. You just integrate or add the app to your store. For example, you have here Insta blog, auto post to blog. You have these are analytics, mostly messenger channel. So if you want to integrate Facebook Messenger to your store, it has a lot of things.